What is going on, Hauppauge High School community? Welcome to our final morning show of the 2019-20 school year. It has been a journey here. We are at Friday, June 26th, 2020. Kudos to everybody on the call. Kudos to everybody watching the morning meeting. Kudos to everybody who's been a part of our community and has persevered to overcome challenges. A shout out to those of you who are in the midst of challenge, and a shout out to those of you who are supporting people through challenges. This has been a time like none other. What we will do here is we'll have people on the call come on and say hello. Before we go into the correspondences, I'll do like an announcement, my announcement correspondence, which has never really had an official role here other than when I feel like making some announcements. And then we will do a round of shout outs. I'm glad to have some of the folks on the call here today that I wouldn't say are newcomers, but are not regulars, but are definitely known people in the world of Hauppauge. So let's get started. Gio, I'm going to ask you before I turn it to you and before you go unmuted, can you put some kind of light on so we can see your face a little bit better? And then, yeah, perfect. That's and then the camera down a little bit, and then you come on and say hello, and then we'll round through there. Gio, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Miss Kankari. Hope you're doing well.
Beautiful. Jay to the Dubs.
So good morning, Hauppauge. I can't believe this is our last show. This is a little bit crazy. Good morning.
Good morning. Joy for Rara.
Wow. Target. Here we are. June 26th, everybody. What a roller coaster it has been. And I'm actually a little melancholy that today is our last morning show. So maybe we'll surprise everybody with one or two something over the summer. Reruns or bloopers or something, but it's really great to be with you, and we are excited for our 12 o'clock senior celebration parade. So have a great day.
Yes. Hold on a sec. I'll tell the production side of this operation. Can you guys put together a blooper reel for us? Excellent. All right. So they're going to put it together over the summer. It's going to be good. Maria.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, it really is kind of odd. It's the last day. This has been an interesting time. It's been a challenging time. I hope everybody enjoys their summer. I do have a little saying that I'm going to put with my good morning. It says, we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. We all have faced challenges, and we've all met the challenges. And I hope everybody has a great time and goes from there.
Beautiful. Thank you, Maria. Marina Macaluso, my
Good
technology
morning.
right hand. What's up?
Hey, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you for having me for the grand finale. This is awesome. I watch you guys every day and just love the show.
Yeah. And Marina, one of our best moments for these videos was the interview with Dreama Denver. So I don't know what the final hit count. We never did like which show got the most hits, but that was I really enjoyed that luncheon. That was awesome. So
yeah, that was fun. I would love to do that again. We actually had a little meet last week with Gio's kids, the class, the life skills kids. It was great.
Awesome. Excellent.
So she was on again. So hopefully we could do that again.
Cool. And Rosanna.
Good morning, Hauppauge. It's good to see you. Hope to see you all soon. Hi, Gio. It's good to see you. I just want to say happy last day. Woohoo!
Beautiful. Ruthie Pincus.
There we go. So I can't believe it. This is so exciting. This is really exciting. Gosh, it was a difficult time. And I have to say, usually the night before the first day of classes, I don't sleep at all. I just can't sleep. I'm tossing, I'm turning. And I think it's pretty funny. Last night, all of a sudden, I got very revved up. I know I'm going to see my seniors today, which is really exciting. And And I'm proud of everybody that put together so much hard work to make all of this come to a meaningful end. And a special shout out to our administration, who's really been working like crazy for all of us. And thank you. I'm excited for this last day.
Yeah, I actually I woke up at like 4:30 this morning with no alarm, and that was it. So that doesn't happen a lot to me. And today it was just like an excitement. It's like, all right,
Yep.
either it's gonna go sideways today or it's gonna go awesome. So I'm hoping awesome, but here we are. Thanks, Ruthie.
Sure.
And then a lot of you know who's on our Wellness Wednesday calls and has been a great partner to pretty much everybody on the call, but really have appreciated a partnership with Miss Shannon Griffin. What's up?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I think something that people don't know about those of us that work in schools is that we get as excited as the kids are for the last day of school. Super excited to be here. I felt like it was definitely something I wanted to come on board and celebrate with everybody. And I am so glad that the bloopers reel, whatever it's called, will be put together because I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I know we could do one for Wellness Wednesdays as well.
I think Mrs. Griffin actually thought I was talking to people when I told the production crew to make some edits.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was Ruthie that you were talking to.
There was nobody in the room. It was just me. Yeah.
I figured poor Mrs. Maxwell was getting an assignment.
Yeah, she listened to me and shook her head like, no way. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So let's do quick announcements and then on to the correspondences and then on to some shout outs. So announcements. I sent out communications, I think, to everybody in Hauppauge that I had an email address for yesterday and this morning. Seniors got a communication. If you click into that same link, you actually get a head start on checking out the website that we built and launched. But a communication will go out right after this morning meeting to seniors and their families, pointing them towards that. Really just incredible work by a team of people that kind of organically assembled and put that thing together. It is tremendous. So check it out. And huge shout out to 6 people in particular. So Arian, Alex, Shabani, Mrs. Shapiro, Mrs. Brophy, and Mrs. Malandrucolo, who were just like nonstop working on this website to get it done. And then we had Mrs. Macaluso and Ms. Spinelli kind of helping behind the scenes on some things. And then Frank Bader and Tess Diaz taking some photos and really giving a lot of their time to help and launch the operation. And then a ton of people helped with content. If I start naming them, I'll forget people because there were just so many people that helped with this thing. So we hope it's enjoyed by the community. That is accessible beginning now. And then the other part of that is you're going to click in there and you're going to get frustrated because the graduation videos won't allow you to watch them yet. All of our YouTube videos and all of our graduation videos will become available to the public at 5:30 p.m. And we'll send out some links to that as well. So our announcements really, today, the drive from 12 to 2:30 for seniors per the schedule. The website has been launched and the graduation video is coming out later. We hope people have a wonderful day and that everybody in Hauppauge can enjoy those videos and those resources. Finally, and then on a somber note, we're still a little bit in lost about what's to come related to what this spring has brought on us. So what do I mean by that? I think yesterday the country set a record for new COVID cases. New York is doing well. Well is, I guess, a relative word, right? Well compared to 4 months ago, not so well. Well compared to 2 months ago, we're doing really well. And it's scary. So with that, I don't want to overly celebrate the end of this year to say we're done with this because we don't really know what we're doing. But I can promise in the way that we've worked really hard this spring, we'll continue to work really hard this summer in preparation for whatever the fall brings. And let's just everybody keep supporting scientists who are working on getting the vaccine as quickly as possible, because that's the cleanest pathway to wrapping this thing up. All right. So that's the announcements. Now let's get a sense of what's going on in the world of sports. J-Dubs.
Yeah, Chris, before I do my last short report, I'm just going to say I'm really going to miss following your somber news every day with my sports reports. It's always seems very important right after whatever you say.
You know what it is? I think it's like I think I get to do the plus and the minus, like the really polarized sides of things, and then you get to come in and offer just like hope through sports. And then Joy comes on and just brings a lightness. And then Maria comes on and brings a lightness. And then Christy tells us it's going to be hot, which it has been hot pretty much nonstop for a while now. And then Ruthie in the world of art. So it gradually works its way away from somber, which I think is right.
I get the progression, and it makes perfect sense. I'll miss it because the transition is always great,
Well, we'll continue in meetings, Joe. I'll drop heavy news, and then I'll just be like, and Joe's going to go from here.
I like it.
Right. So what's up in sports?
I'll jump right in. Well, so hopefully when we have our next show in September, we'll be able to talk about a lot of things involving team sports. But not much happened yesterday, so I don't have much to report on the last day, except Vince Carter retired. I can remember him playing basketball as long as I've been alive. So that guy is the only player in history, I believe, to play in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Started in the 90s, but he's been playing ever since.
Yep.
Had a good career with the Raptors and the Nets before jumping around. I think he's on the Hawks now. I don't even know what team he's on. But he's been bouncing around. But he is now retiring, probably a Hall of Famer. So it's fitting that in our last sports report, we have a retirement to announce. Also, if anyone is interested in soccer, the English Premier League announced its champion yesterday. Liverpool won for the first time in 30 years. So that's exciting if you're a soccer fan. And again, hopefully over the summer, we have some live sports happening. We should have baseball opening day sometime in around a month. Basketball and hockey will restart around then, and we'll have football training camp. So hopefully we're back seeing you in September with a lot going on. But if you're looking for anything to watch tonight, one of my favorite movies is actually on ESPN. I would prefer just finding it streaming so I could avoid the commercials, but Angels in the Outfield is on at 8 o'clock. Love that movie. Used to watch it all the time as a kid. And if you want to watch a good piece of Mets history, the 2019 Home Run Derby is on. Pete Alonso won it last year, so you could watch that. And fitting for today, the Yes Network is re-airing the day Derek Jeter got his 3,000th hit, which was on July 9th, 2011. So almost 9 years ago today that happened. Fun story about that day. It was a home run, so it was a very famous hit. To get his 3,000th, it was very dramatic, which is typical Derek Jeter fashion. But I actually know the guy who caught the ball, and he got season tickets for I think a year after that. It was he got the love poured on him because he gave the ball back without asking for anything. So the Yankees treated him very well. And the reason that that's probably being aired is because today is actually Derek Jeter's birthday. He's 46 years old today, born on this date in 1974. It's also Chad Pennington's birthday, one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up, born on this date in 1976. So happy birthday, Chad. And on this date in 2003, some of you may know LeBron James was the first overall pick by the Cavaliers out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron. So a lot happened on this day. But today's trivia, since it's the end of the reports, I thought we would have some kind of an end type of theme. So these are all gettable. They're two-tiered questions. I'm going to ask you in each sport, what's the name of the final game or the championship series, whatever you want to call it. And if you can get the name of the trophy, that's bonus points. Joy, no Googling. All right, I'm watching you. All right, let's start with football. This is probably the easiest one. What's the name of the championship game?
Super Bowl.
There you go. Joy did not Google that. I can attest to that. She did not move. Do you know the name of the trophy that the team gets who wins it?
As soon as you, what? You got it?
Heisman's a good guess, but that's college football to the best player.
As soon as you say it, I'm going to get it.
coach?
Lombardi.
There you go, Vince Lombardi.
Put it together.
That's
There
right,
you go.
Vince Lombardi. Now, how about
Or-
baseball?
World Series.
Well,
World Series.
Yeah.
World
There you
Series. Yeah.
go. That is a
what is the
series.
trophy?
The trophy.
You get a ticker tape.
It's not a very. You do get the
It's a
parade.
beautiful. It's got like a.
It's
it's
a well-known
cool
trophy.
looking.
It's got all the flags around. Yep, but it has a name. It's not
Yikes.
named after anybody. Not anyone specific, rather.
The World Series trophy.
It might as well be that because it has a much more boring name than that.
The MLB.
That would even make more sense, but it's called the Commissioner's Trophy.
Never heard of it.
Oh, that's
Because
ridiculous.
the commissioner hands it over. So
You need a better name, Joe. Come up with a better name for that.
I will. I could. Chris knows. And some of you may know. I can come up with names pretty fast for things. Yeah, I could do it. I'll think of something by the end of the call. How about basketball? What's their final series called?
No, that's college. NBA championship.
You're actually pretty close, Joy. It's the NBA Finals.
Ah.
They don't really have a fancy name. But do you know the name of the trophy that the team that wins the finals gets?
It should be the Bill Russell, but it's not.
That might be the MVP of the
Finals. Is Bill Russell? It should just be Larry O'Brien.
That's correct, Chris. Very good. Very good.
Are you Googling it?
I'm not seeing it. The thing you could tell he's not because I didn't hear the furious typing in the background as we asked the question. And then last one, hockey.
Stanley Cup.
There you go.
Ooh, I don't know the name of the trophy.
Sorry. Stanley's Cup. Rippy's phoning a friend.
I'm sorry. That's right.
That's it. So that's my last trivia. It's been a pleasure doing these reports with you. It's been fun planning them every day. I spend ample time making them up. So glad to have a couple months off from that.
We want to see James at some point this summer, right?
We'll get him on.
All right.
We'll get him on. Back to you, Chris. Over to Joy.
Awesome. Today in history, 1974 is the invention of the first barcode reader. You know, this reader, this barcode down at the bottom, it started in 1974. In 1979, on this day in history, Muhammad Ali retired. Muhammad Ali stands out for me as a kid to watch him box. My mother would get excited as he would dance around the ring and say, "I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee." Very good. Okay. So we got some very interesting national days today. Ruthie, strange.
Yeah.
Today is National Coconut Day.
Ah.
Coconut, we associate with summer for sure, and of course we all love it in our almond joys. But did you know that coconut is absolutely a superfood? It's high in vitamin B6, iron, minerals, fiber, and if you are looking to lose weight, coconut oil is a great stabilizer for your metabolism, and it also is an energy booster. So you may not need to drink as much coffee if you intake some coconut oil. It is also great for moisturizer for our skin and hair. And beyond the kitchen, it is used to, the husks are used to make doormats and also the stuffing in mattresses. Who would know this? Here's some great recipes using coconut. Shrimp risotto with baby kale, Maria, using coconut oil instead of Evo. You could also make a spicy black bean soup with coconut avocado cream, and the cream is the coconut milk. And of course, we know them in lots of frozen drinks with small umbrellas. Today is National Beautician's Day. For those of you who are long overdue for some hairstyling, get back and see your beautician. How many of you on this call remember back in the day with curlers in your hair, or maybe your moms wore curlers? Yeah. My mother used to take the small frozen orange juice cans.
I did too.
Yes, okay. That was a big hit back in the 60s, and she would roll her hair in them and tease it up way high, because remember, ladies, the higher the hair, the closer to God is the expression. Yes.
I used to do that with a orange juice can, though, to straighten my hair. I would sleep with an orange juice can, like my hair wrapped around it to make it straight.
Wow. Okay. It's very versatile, those frozen cans. Today is also National Chocolate Pudding Day. Chocolate pudding dates back to the early 1900s because it was very economical to make. Some recipes, more on the custard version, include eggs, but the more modern versions just include opening an instant pouch and adding milk to it and putting it in the refrigerator. But no matter how you enjoy your chocolate pudding, eat it standing up, because why? It doesn't
They
count.
have calories.
Disappointed in you, Chris, for not saying that with me today. All right.
I
Joe?
missed it, Joy. I was on mute. I'm sorry. I don't usually mute myself, but there it is.
Now, Joe, here's one for you and I. Ready? Today is National Take Your Dog to Work Day. So, because of the festivities going on today, at home. But, next week, maybe when I'm back in the building and it's a little quiet, that big boy maybe Joe, but he's Indy. So we'll have to alternate days. Okay.
Indy would
just-
be so good on a day like this. He thrives on people, and he would just run around, and he would probably chase the cars, which wouldn't be.
Yeah. So let me jump in here and say, anybody that's at home that's planning to come to work today to participate in the drive, leave your dog at home, please. Thank you.
Yeah, it's too hot today because
If Joy and I both vote that they could bring the dog, does that override you, or do we not? Does that
I'm a dog owner now too. Just pointing that out.
yes.
If Sadie Pincus comes with her dog, then anybody can bring theirs. Okay.
Okay. And maybe this time next year, Chris will be a dog owner. We'll see. So today, folks, switching over to the weather now. It will be 85 degrees today. It is a perfect sun and clouds today, perfect for our senior drive-by. All of our staff members who will be arriving shortly, please make sure you are wearing sunscreen, you bring a hat. Some of you asked if you could bring an umbrella, certainly. But the good news is that the humidity is hovering around 50% with a west-northwest wind at 10 miles an hour. This evening, the sun will set at 8:28. Now, because of the unsettling weather around us, looks like there are chances of thunderstorms over the weekend and really into much of next week. Well, hey, summer is here, and we usually get those T-storms on these hot days. So enjoy today, giving a big shout out to our seniors as you prepare to come for your senior super parade today, and giving a big shout out to the staff. Thank you. This has been a lot of fun, and I've learned lots of information that I'll probably never use again, but this has been great. Over to you, Maria, with what's for dinner.
For dinner tonight, we're going to keep it very light, very simple. Traditionally, the last day of school, I don't cook. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be picking up pizza. I've always gotten that for the kids. Pizza and ice cream and, ice cream shakes, and that's about it. So we're going to keep that tradition going.
I love the idea of milkshakes tonight. That sounds excellent. We might add that to our routine tonight. All right, and Maria, thank you. In your last correspondency, you crushed it. I don't know how this thing came together when we started this. There wasn't really a plan, and we built toward this regimented show. So thank you. You absolutely crushed your roles and your responsibilities, and thanks for bringing positivity every day as well. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. I have to be honest, this has been quite enjoyable. There were a few times where I kind of was faltering a little bit, but looking back, it's been a great experience, and I would do it 100% again.
Yeah, I know, and I know you think you faltered, and you'd send me like an occasional sorry email, and I would always get them like, I don't like it's the like organic nature of this is part of the charm of, I think, what goes on. So there's no reason to apologize or feel badly about anything, and it has been an absolute pleasure. And you seriously A plus 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 for your work here. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And if we have to do this in the future, I will make sure I find a camera.
Excellent. Yeah, that's your goal before September. A camera, and we still got to do like a session. There either way, there's got to be an Eagle Watch where you help somebody cook something. It'll be good.
Good.
Excellent. Ruthie, in the art world.
In the art world, well, today is Ariana Grande's birthday. Woo, woo, woo. That's exciting. Other than that, I'm going to do this quickly, and so that we aren't still sitting here when I'm supposed to be sitting in the circle. But but the Andrew Lloyd Webber live stream this week has The Sound of Music live. Remember the one that was done with Carrie Underwood recently? That's going to be live on starting tonight. So that's going to be something great to watch with your family. And Cirque du Soleil is doing an hour-long program that you can watch as well. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, for me, PBS Great Performances is doing Gloria a Life, which is the story of Gloria Steinem. And I'm really curious or interested in watching that. So that's kind of what we got. And besides that, the biggest entertainment of the entire weekend, of course, is the Hauppauge High School website with the most amazing graduation video. I'm telling you, I got a sneak peek. I'm going to tell you, tune in.
Yeah, it's really good.
And now back to you, Chris.
Thanks. I showed my family the whole thing yesterday, and my wife understood how much. Finally understood that, like, why has it been such like an incredible process here, because it is it's really something special. So thanks for that nod on the art segment here. All right, guys, so that concludes our correspondences. I can't thank Joe and Joy and Maria and Ruthie enough for just kind of rolling. It has been fun. And shout out to Greg Foster, who watches every day. Shout out to, I don't know, a ton. Ginny Schoen. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to miss people. This is why I never like doing this, because then you end up not saying people. Sue Morrissey, Sue Cosme, there's so many people that like watch this thing regular. Dennis at home. I should have written down a list. Jeff Kramer. We should have invited Jeff. Jeff, if you're out there, pop in. We'll get you one more shout out.
If we hope you're having a galvanizing morning.
Yeah.
Jeff coming in.
The guidance crew entirely. They like, I guess, have a text message chain right now. I wanted to see the text message chain about the morning show. Like, does it say like, did you see Chris has a booger in his nose today? Like, what is the nature of the text? Like, I don't know.
About who their favorite characters are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grace.
Yeah, Grace. And this is exactly, Gio for popping on. And then everybody that's come on as like a guest. I think when we put these emails out and I invited people to it, they're like, what is this dude talking about? And it has come together. So thank you. And yeah, really good stuff. And then the SEL conversations aside, those have been great. And I think we'll look to continue those too. So that's a little bit separate. So without further hold up, let's jump into shout outs. I try to be like genuine in what I write and what I say. And I just think like today is an enormous shout out to so many people. When we say that we know that everybody has been working hard, it's not just like another flippant thing we say. We know that everybody has been working really, really hard. And so thank you to anybody that's associated with Hauppauge Public Schools, in particular the high school. I've been on teams where you look around and you can see weak spots, and then you got to figure out how to manage around that. and then kind of sort it out. I really feel like we don't have weak spots, and that everybody was pulling really to an incredible degree. So shout out to everybody that is genuine, that's not flippant, that is 100% real. And then to the seniors, this is going to be fun today. Shout out to you guys, and more to come, of course. Gio, what's your shout out, my man? Gio, you got to hit mute, buddy.
My shout out is to Mrs. O'Connor because I miss her.
Gio, it's as if we planted you here, and I should have been reminded to say, and shout out to Mrs. O'Connor and Mr. Collin, who ran an 8th grade moving up ceremony yesterday, and to the 8th graders coming up to 9th grade. Shout out to you guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
A shout out to Mrs. O'Connor and Mr. Collin, who did an 8th grade moving up ceremony for the middle school yesterday.
Awesome. J-Dubs, go for it.
All right. There's a lot that I could do, but Cook, I'll give you the shout out. This kind of organically came together for hosting this every day, except for a couple days where things fell apart. Every day you're recording this, putting it together and posting it up. It's been quite a commitment on top of everything else. So shout out to you for that.
Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, I could go on about you guys, so I'll pause on that. You get a nice shout out in the graduation video, so watch it. Joy.
So I just want to read a couple of lines from a song. And now I'm here. And so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, but much more than this, I did it my way. So shout out to this team because we did it our way. We did this morning show. No one told us to do it, and we made it our own. And it just was a cool way to start the day. And really, I have to say personally, motivated me even on some of the darkest days when the news was really super heavy. Because it was nice to know that we were standing shoulder to virtual shoulder, really. So we did it our way, and chapter closed, in the books. Great memory to be discussed at a much later time. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful. Maria, take it away.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Joy. I just want to give a shout out to all the fearless leaders out there who have led us through this. And also kept me on track as far as making sure I was making dinner for my family. So shout out to all you guys.
Nice. Maria, appreciate it. Marina Macaluso, what's up? Go for it.
Hey, I really want to thank all of you guys because it was such a fun and positive way to start the day that I really wish we could do it every day this summer because I'm going to miss it. I am keeping my fingers crossed that you can figure something out, Chris, for the fall, for the season through the year. I really want to do this. Maybe if you could even do it once a month. It's been great. And thank you all.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to partner with Eagle Watch. I cannot sustain the production elements to this of downloading, editing, uploading. That's the part, this part's fine. So I think we need some partnership on this. And the studio crew I have here is not working out so well. So Rosanna, go for it.
Okay, my shout out, first of all, is to you, Chris. Thank you for all you've done. You've been our leader throughout all this, and I appreciate it. And also to all the administrators. You guys have been great through all this. And the other shout out is for the seniors this year. They're a special group because I worked with them in elementary school, in kindergarten, throughout Bretton Woods. So a lot of them have a special place in my heart. And I just want to say congratulations to all of you. And I wish you only the best in life.
Awesome. If I can tell a quick story, Rosanna loves students, but in particular this group of seniors. And you were TA when these guys were?
In elementary school.
Yeah, and so
through fifth.
We're on the set, the 17th, doing that filming. And I walk out to her, and she's got her mask on, and she's handing out the photos. and I look down and she's got like a stack of elementary school photos. She was like handing out that photo to all the kids that she worked with in whatever grade that was, which was or whatever grades they were. So thoughtful, pretty cool. We didn't even talk about this, but look at you having it queued up, ready to go. That was pretty cool. Can you do that again and just talk for a minute so the screen goes to you?
All right. So this is kindergarten. This is Bretton Woods, Mrs. Drago's class. So here you are if you were in Mrs. Drago's class.
Nice.
Then this was first grade in Mrs. Ryan's class. So here you are if you were in Mrs. Ryan's class.
Nice.
And I have second grade with Mrs. Lombardi.
Amazing.
And I have fourth grade with Mrs. Giacopi.
Nice. That's so awesome.
So you guys have come a long way. Woo-hoo.
That's great. Thank you for that, Rosanna. That's cool. Ruthie, your shout out. Go for it.
Okay. Shouting out, of course, first of all, to the administration. You guys are great for keeping this going. Second shout out is to the Hauppauge community and how they've really pulled through, parents and students and teachers, my colleagues. I can't say enough about how many times I would melt down and then give a phone call to one or the other and get feedback on how to do my my technological stuff. The technology staff was amazing. And just shout out to everybody for pulling through all this, and have a great summer.
Yes. Thanks, Ruthie. And really, we've enjoyed the Pincus household. I'm assuming you guys have moved beyond wearing the same thing every day, but shout out to your family too. Always kind of being willing to roll.
Yeah, we have to get t-shirts because sweatshirts just is not going to make it.
And if you actually send me sizes of the t-shirts in your family, we might be able to pull something off here. That would be hysterical.
Okay. I'm on it.
Yeah, and my only other favorite moment was last week when Sadie, you showed us the James moment. How big?
How big, Sadie? Yeah. She's just a wonder that she can do that at her age, isn't she?
I was impressed. I was impressed. That school is lucky to have her, I'll tell you what. And Mrs. Griffin, go for it.
Hi. So my shout out, it's strange in this time where I think we were so separate physically. It really did bring a lot of us together that work here, through these kinds of things. Certainly the PPS department. A shout out to Rebecca, Bilski, who's been really supportive of us and the team that we've been working with. But driving up here today, I felt like a shout out needed to go certainly to Buildings and Grounds and the custodians who have done an amazing job of as always, the building just looks gorgeous and the grounds look, beautiful. So to them, and a big, huge shout out to Kim Listuvka and the food services department, who has been providing meals to some of our families. And I just wanted to give a reminder to our community that if you go onto the coronavirus link on the school's webpage, there is you can click onto the emergency resources tab. And in there are tons of resources, including food resources that you can access over the summer for those of you that really need a little extra support, as well as some other resources that would be helpful, for those of you that are really struggling at this time. So I wish everybody a wonderful summer, and I thank you for all the laughs through this morning show.
Yeah, good stuff. You guys, beautiful. I'm sure we missed people on the shout outs, but bottom line is this has been awesome. And as we get out of here, I'm just going to present so we can all see each other and kind of wave goodbye. Take your thing off mute and just say goodbye, everybody. Peace out, Hauppauge. This has been awesome.
Bye,
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Congratulations.
Love you.
Great leg.
My